I know I have a full head of hair, but as you can see, I'm trying to like grow myself like one of those full beards or whatever. So, but I figured I'd try it because I hadn't done it before. Everything. Also, be a little patient with me. I'm filming this on the iPad, so good morning. First off, I should say it is early morning. It's currently 6:04 in the morning. I am in Evansville, Indiana. I am picking up a load going to Denver, Colorado, and supposed to drop off in Denver tomorrow night. So, will I make it? Absolutely. It will be easy. It's 1,000 miles. So it's like 500 miles a day and 500 miles tomorrow, but I'm going to try to do 700 a day or 650 something a day and do the rest tomorrow. So maybe make tomorrow a little easier. I've got an email in on a load supposed to leave Wednesday from the Denver area and go to Memphis, Tennessee, but I have not heard from them, but I'm not expecting anything for another couple hours. So had an interesting thing happen yesterday. I was recognized for the first time, not for the first time, but yeah, pretty much for the first time from my videos. So I know the last time I checked, I had reached something like 570 subscriptions, and I thought about doing something for when I reach 500 subscriptions, but I didn't know what to do. So I figured at 1,000, like if I ever get to 1,000, I'll do something then. But I was recognized for the first time. So to the guy that recognized me, I didn't get your name. I think your video or your YouTube channel is Over the Road Life or OTR Life. Anyway, he wanted to stop by and talk to me, and he never did come by, which is perfectly fine. I had to be up early this morning anyway, so I was trying to get ready for today and everything, and I was eating, and then I watched some TV, and so it was a good evening. So, but had you come by, I would have pulled out the lawn chair, and I got a couple cigars. If you're a smoker, I might share a cigar with you. So anyway, he did comment on my last video, History is Dumb, about pets, and he said he drives a lightweight truck, which is basically the seats up front and the bed in the back, and that's pretty much all. That's pretty much what he does. He wanted to know what I thought about a cat, like a cat for him, as far as like in the truck with him and everything. So, I wanted to answer him in a video because I think everything that I need to say probably would be more. It would be better for me to try to put it in a video because I'm long-winded, and I'm long-winded when I text too. So it's better for me to just talk about it. So what was it? So he wanted to know about if I thought a cat was a good idea. I'm always going to say I think a pet is a good idea. If a pet helps you kind of be happy on the road and not feel so lonely and everything, then I think a pet is a good idea. If you want a pet, I think a pet is a good idea. There are pros and cons both ways. I've got, Pepper here. There's Pepper. Hey, Pepper. What's going on? Having a good time? Yeah. So, there are pros and cons to a dog. There are pros and cons to a cat. So, the pros to a dog is you don't have to have a litter box on the truck. And, having to clean that up. The dog goes outside all the time. But they're high maintenance. So they want attention all the time. They have to be, groomed. They have to be cleaned. They have to have all kinds of, you got to take care of their nails. You got to do this. You got to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Cats, on the other hand, they're not so high maintenance. They kind of keep to themselves or whatever. You got to play with a dog. You got to, do all these things. The positives of a dog are they can be trained, So, for instance, if I say, hey, Pepper, go to the back. Go into the back. Go on. Okay, now watch this. Pepper, get in the corner. Go ahead, get in your corner. Lay down. Lay down. Good girl. Alright, so, now getting her to come back up here is kind of a pain in the rear. So, hey, you want to come back up here? Get in your chair? No? Alright, so, anyway. So, that's not really, sometimes she's in trouble when she gets in the corner, but she likes that corner. That's where she lays at night, too, so. Anyway, so dogs can be easily trained. You can tell them what to do. You can tell them to sit. You can tell them to go get something. You can tell them to go somewhere. You can tell them to stop. You can tell them to start. You can do all kinds of stuff. Cats, they're not so easily trained. They kind of do what they want to do, and that's the thing. Now, what are the pros to having a cat? Pros and cons to having a cat. Well, con is you gotta change the litter box on a regular basis. I always, with Trixie, when I had Trixie out on the road, I always used like the multi-cat litter in the litter box, even though it was just one cat. But I always used the multi-cat litter because I felt like if I had multi-cat litter, it was better because it will deal with the smell of multiple cats. So it would obviously deal with the smell of one cat very well. And so I always enjoyed having her, but the litter box was kind of a pain. Like, you got to change it once a week at least, or at most, you got to change it once a week. At least you got to change it once every couple of days, and you can go through litter pretty quickly if you do that way. I had a litter box that was it was like a 3-piece litter box. It was 2 litter boxes on the bottom, and then 1 sifter. And I would sift out the litter every couple of days and throw everything away, and then pour the new litter, in the, put the sifter in the next litter box and pour the litter back into the next litter box and rotate it like that. It was a really good litter box. I think I bought it at Walmart for like $30 or something like that. So I would recommend one of those. That's really the only con. I mean, cats are a little more finicky about what they want to eat. Well, I say that, and then Pepper back there won't eat anything but, like, we get into fights about food. So yesterday, short story, squirrel. Yesterday I went I was at a Love's in Indiana, and north of Evansville, Indiana, and I went into the Wendy's, and I ordered a couple cheeseburgers for Pepper, and every now and then I get her some cheeseburgers or whatever, and I was at Wendy's, and I know she likes the cheeseburgers there. She likes anything that's human food. So I got her a couple of cheeseburgers plain and dry, and I came back out. There she is, see? You want to come back up here in your chair? Want to get in your chair? Okay. Anyway. So I got a couple of cheeseburgers and everything, and I brought them back out to her, and I put them in her bowl. Now, originally, when I first got her, if I did something like that, she would not touch her food in her bowl at all. So it's been kind of trial and error with us, with her, about food. And the one food she will touch, even though she's getting human food, is there's this lamb. It's Taste of the Wild, and it's wild lamb. I think she'll eat anything with lamb in it. So if it's got lamb in it, she'll eat that no matter what I give her, which is kind of nice because now I can treat her with stuff, and then she'll still eat the food that I buy her. So cats can be very finicky too as far as their food is concerned. And the other thing is they have some, depending on the cat, they have some dietary requirements you got to worry about. You can train a cat to go outside on a leash. I got Trixie to walk around on a leash, not well, but she understood that, this was how it was going to work. So, now whether or not you could train them to go outside like a dog, I don't think so. I've never tried, so you could try. But to answer OTR Life's question, what do I think about a cat? I think a cat's a good idea. They're typically quiet. They'll lay, maybe you can have her or him on your lap while you're going down the road, or they might lay up in the window, or they might lay over on your door, on your left side door, your driver's side door, whatever, and you can pet them. Trixie did that a couple of times. She'd come and sit on my lap while I was going down the road, and just chill out there, especially at night. She liked to do that at night. So, but anyway, so is it a good idea? I always think it's a good idea to have a pet on the truck. Some people are a little weird. Some people have birds. Some people have, reptiles. Some people have cats. Some people have dogs. But it's a pro and a con. It's just a matter of what you want to deal with. So, OTR Life, get a cat. Even with a small cab like that, get a cat. I would imagine, I don't know how long you stay out on a regular basis when you drive a lightweight truck. Maybe you're driving out for 3 months and home for a week or whatever. But start with a kitten. Definitely start with a kitten. And get them used to it. You know, Trixie she didn't come onto the truck as a kitten. I kind of drug her on the truck after, you know, she was about 9 or 10 years old when I started dragging her out on the truck. And I don't think she didn't take to it too well. And so she did well for a while, and she kind of got used to it, especially when we stayed out longer. But eventually she got old enough that I was worried about her and her dealing with it. She wasn't really dealing with it too well. So get a kitten that get them used to it and everything. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video up this morning, and then I'm gonna go lay down in the back and try to take a nap while they get me loaded here. Anyway, that's it. Let's see if I can do this while I'm holding the iPad. Keep your shiny side up. See you guys down the road.